It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talk Flicks podcast. I'm your host, Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. And ladies and gentlemen, this past week, I visited a mine and Little Craft. Yeah, I visited my Little Craft. I saw the movie Minecraft, and it was absolute madness. Let me get into that, but first, a couple things. I want to give a big shout out to America. Got to plays in America this past week. Gracias, gratitude, Toraba, in America. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. I currently live in the land of the free and the home of the brave. I am able to get on here and spit this podcast every week because we have the freedom of speech. Thank you very much, America, Founding Fathers, for giving me the gift of free speech. I appreciate that. And I appreciate my fellow brothers and sisters in America. Thanks for listening. And additionally, this episode is brought to you by the album called Well Fed by the one and only Sun Tzu Cosmic, the spitter of cosmic raps and eater of hot fries. And also introducing Renalian, who also has a cosmic rhyme style. And they came together to create the album called Well Fed. Guest starring me, the Captain Che Cortez. I do the hooks on the album as well. So it's me, Sun Tzu Cosmic, and Renalian combined together to produce a 4-track album called Well Fed with production never heard, lyrics never heard. I guarantee you never heard anything like it in your life. So if you want to hear the album called Well Fed, I'll put the link below. Check it out. Now, let's get on the podcast. So before we get into the podcast, I want to say this real quick. If you've been a regular listener for some time, you may have noticed in the last month that the releases have been slightly off. I do apologize for that. They've been off just a little bit at their regular time like normally are, and I do apologize. I've been extremely busy the last month. I do apologize they weren't coming right on time like you're supposed to. Not gonna happen anymore. I'm back on target, back on task. Just had a lot going on last month. I do apologize, but we're back on task. So the podcast will be dropped on Sundays and Wednesdays like regular. We're back on the regular schedule. Podcast will be dropped. So yes, they will be dropped. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. But now, let's get into this movie, a Minecraft movie. Like I said at the jump, it was absolute madness. Now, as I watched this movie and see what's going on, I was just laughing like crazy. Now, I believe this movie is geared towards young people. And I'm not a young person. I'm like 49 years old. But me and my lady went to it, and you could ask her, like, I was legitimately laughing like crazy throughout almost the whole movie. It was absolute craziness. You got Jack Black on there, acting absolute crazy, singing, being loud and all this. You got Jason Momoa, this crazy character. These characters are over the top crazy. These weird creatures, this weird land. Craziness, bro. So, like, over the last decade, 15 years, I did feel that some of these movies get a little bit stale. Some of the franchises get stale. I want some new stuff. And this is new to me. I've never played the game. I don't know the world. This was all brand new. I didn't know what to expect. You know, it was just absolute madness. I don't know how else to describe it. And I say I welcome that. Because like I've said over these podcasts, I'm not disrespecting any established franchise. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of this stuff is getting very formulaic. And if you see them when you see them all, they're all exactly the same, it feels like. And this was nothing like I've ever seen. Now, the one that I love, Star Trek, they don't really do that. They go all over the place. Although they did experiment with Section 31, and people didn't care for that much. And so sometimes when you deviate too far, people just go, oh my gosh, don't do that. But they do kind of go different places. But some of the other ones are just formulaic. They've seen one, you've seen them all. It's the same thing over and over again. I didn't know the world, know anything about it. It's brand new. It's just craziness. A month ago, I saw the hype on social media, like, what's going on? And I see what the hype is about. It's just absolute craziness. So yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. And like I said, I never played the game. Now, I know some people that have played the game. They told me they liked the movie as well. So these are hardcore players, and they even like the movie. So yeah, so overall, pretty good experience. I went to my local theater, had some popcorn, had some drinks, chilled with my lady, was watching the film. Pretty cool experience. Nice to break from reality. It's very cool, very dope. This last year, honestly, I've been to the movies more than I have in a while now. I'm kind of back. I saw Mission Impossible, a couple weeks ago. It's just something about going to the movie theater you just can't replicate at home. Now, you can get a very nice setup at your home, but you just can't quite replicate that movie theater experience. And I forgot about that, actually. So as someone does a movie podcast, I'm just going to make it more a point to go see more movies. Like I said, the only problem is that I feel like it's the same thing over and over again. I want some new stuff. And this year, they've really been bringing a lot more new stuff that's not the norm. And I do appreciate that. So anyways, yeah, Minecraft is a phenomenal movie. Loved it. Enjoyable, funny, craziness. I highly recommend check it out. If you get a chance to see the theater, if you can't see the home. Very interesting. Now, one last thing, like I said, I don't know anything about the game. I'm a 49-year-old dude. Now, that was cool. Maybe be old, have some kids. Like, I don't want to see this kids movie. But there was some stuff in there for the older people. My girl talked about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen a Minecraft movie, go check it out. Be very interesting. Be very crazy. Be very wild. Have some popcorn. Have some drinks. Have some candy. Whatever. Enjoy yourself. Get out. Enjoy that nice dark theater, loud sound, air conditioned, chilling and relaxing. Those nice recliners. Seats they got. Very cool experience. So yeah, go out there. Enjoy yourself. So ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the podcast. And until next time, we'll see. One of the symptoms of an approaching nervous breakdown is the belief that one's work is terribly important. Bertrand Russell. Till next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks.